Okay. Ooh. Okay then. Let me sit in a bit. How is encoding overloaded? Hang on a bit. It's on the pause screen. How is encoding overloaded? No, I don't want the settings folder. Settings. Actually, go back and check this. Oh, that looks fine. That looks fine. Fuck, I don't know. It's just whinging because, I guess. Alright. Hello, my child. Where you going? No, I was just gonna scratch you. You're fine. Alright. Hello, Hammer. I just want to go sit in the boxes. Okay, then. Last we left, I don't remember how to progress. Find this. And when I think about it, I think we need that for the detonators. We need the detonator to blow up the C4 to get to the goddess statue to... See, I found the Dark Souls 3 DLC was missing on a site on a big sale and bought it. You also got Dark Souls 2. Yeah. I mean, I haven't actually played Dark Souls 3's DLC, so tell me how that goes, but you know, Dark Souls 2. What am I doing? Right. When I think about it, we need the detonator, and the only place the detonator can really be, because we've been all over all this fucking place. The only place the detonator can really be is like here or here, more or less. Because we can't get in the living room, can't get in the living room ever. I'm pretty sure, because I don't think she gets the diamond key. DLC is pretty good, except for the final boss of the first DLC. Fuck that. Signs of alright. These things. I have my own From Software excerpts this week because I got Sekiro yesterday, and basically I've been mainlining it since I got dinner last night. I've been just playing it straight. Played it till like 4 in the morning. So that should basically tell you how that's going. It's pretty good. It's really good. You heard about Dark Souls 2, but you still want to try it? Valid, just, you know. I mean, I guess it'll probably seem better to you now because you'll have the expectations. It's the Scholar of the First Sin, is it? I haven't played that version, so I don't know how better it is, but having played vanilla release Dark Souls 2 on PS3, ew. Yeah, what? Ah, yes, the stompy boots. He's a what? Yeah, 30 bullets, knife. This isn't discardable yet, which means there is another door we need this for. Where am I going? Hiding around seems pretty clear. He's right there. He's right there. He's right there. Okay. He's right there. Is he upstairs or is he in the hall? He's around the corner. Okay. Let's give him a minute. So we need to go around the corner. Maybe he's above me. Hello, Mamley. You learned Dark Souls 3 actually has a competitive 1v1 arena mode. I heard about that. You unlock on any of the DLC packs. Yeah. The main problem with that is he's around the corner, isn't he? Hey. He just went through there. Is he going back? Can't tell what the hell he is. Wish I could look through that window. This is not a bolt cutter door. He's in the hall where he is. Come to this door, all doors. Where am I going? That's not this door, so basically it has to be that one, which means we need to loop out and around. There's gonna be lickers in here, I bet. What kind of weapons does Sekiro have? You have a katana, and then you have whatever you can fit inside your left arm. Where are you? I know you're around here, so there you are. It's the next one. Up and around the corner. Well, this is the misconception, I guess, because a lot of people didn't seem to realize this going in, but From Software were like, Sekiro is not Souls, and that shows. You have one weapon, it's your katana. There's no customization, like there's no armor, there's no fashion souls, there's nothing. You're just Wolf the Samurai, Shinobi, sorry. And they're but for the grace of God go ye. There's no stats, there's no levels. There's no stats, there's no levels, none of that. There we go. We have like 10 seconds before Mr. X appears. Oh, yeah, no, like there's none of that. There's a lot of Souls elements in it. In fact, there's a lot of mechanics that are back and are in different ways, like you'll see it in Dark Souls 2, where it has like very low Estus flasks, but makes up for it by giving you little healing rocks you can use. That system where you have a number of flasks, very low number of flasks to start with, and then you can just use some healing items, so like they slowly regen instead of refill you. That's in there. The Quicksilver bullet stuff from Bloodborne is in there in the form of your trick weapons, which is also a Bloodborne thing you can use from your prosthetic arm. So you have like a shuriken launcher, a flame blast thing, and then a big fuck off axe just built in my left arm, stuff like that. It's very much closer to like the one I keep seeing referenced, and then it makes a lot of sense because apparently From Software involved with it somehow, was Tenchu. It was like an old PS1 stealth game where you were a ninja running around throwing items at guards, the grappling hook onto roofs and sneaking around all this. It's that, but with like a full tilt combat system, and there's heavy emphasis on stealth and, you know, using all your tools and planning rather than just straight up fighting people, because even the most basic enemies will destroy you in like 3 hits, no matter what. Like, it's not a game you can fuck about in. Bloodborne does need a re-release. Like, hello, there we go. Oh, menu. Yay. Now we just need to get out of here. Oh, pardon me. I'm kind of inclined just to sit here a moment and just burst about Sekiro, but basically, like, I think it's really good. A lot of people being thrown by it because they were like, you know, From Software said this is not a Souls game, and then a lot of journalists went in going, this is a Souls game, and were then shocked to find it wasn't a Souls game, because it's really not. It has a lot of the mechanics. It's a game where you play as a ninja and actually has to behave like an assassin. Basically, yeah. There's a heavy emphasis on stealth kills and death blows, so you can like sneak up behind a guy, like you'll get a red marker, you just stab him through. There's stealth mechanics like walking through grass, hanging off ledges to be less seen, using your grappling hook to escape people's view and get out of the way. Like if you can actually like hide behind stuff, and if an enemy can't reach you, they'll keep staring at you. If you use your grappling hook or your escape routes properly, if enemies lose track of you, they'll keep staring where they last saw you, so you can actually get up around behind them and then just like stab them in the back and just kill them outright. Stuff like that. It does have like, you know, there are boss fights, there are like stuff like that where you do have to straight up fight things, and there is like a fairly complex combat system. Like your attack options are fairly simple, but what is it? Your attack setups are very simple because you just have your sword and then whatever your trick weapons are. But your defensive stuff is like you can jump, and when I say jump, I mean you jump like 6-7 feet in the air in any direction. There's like a side step where you can step around things. There's like, and then there's straight up blocking and countering, parrying, and all that. It's really cool. It's like, it's really fucking fun. It's also fucking vicious. Like, it is super hard. To give you an idea, the first proper boss I came across, and I say proper boss because there's mini bosses. Oh no. Don't look this way. That was lucky. Right, what path are we taking? We can just go straight up the stairs. Provided he doesn't come out. But yeah, like last night at like about 11, I came across my first boss after spending, I don't know how he doesn't see the light from the flashlight. I assuming that's like a mercy thing for you. You know, like it's just like a mercy thing that, you know, if he saw the flashlight, you might, like, how would you keep track of him if you were like managed to get the drop on him? So, I mean, I'm not gonna argue. That's welcome. I didn't realize there's probably gonna be like a liquor at the run past up in here. I might get cut to shreds. He's just physics objecting. He's actually dead. I remember that. You're kidding me. That was really close. What the fuck? He's not coming this way, is he? How difficult is it compared to Dark Souls? Basically, Dark Souls doesn't compare. It is miles and leagues higher in terms of difficulty. Like, it is fucking hard because it is merciless. Like, it is fucking merciless. There's no mercy whatsoever. Like, if you mess up once, you're basically dead. A lot of enemies can kill you outright in 1 to 2 hits, especially early on. Like, regular enemies can take you out in like 3. Like, boss enemies will just fucking kill you outright. They don't even give a shit. A lot of stuff like that. It is merciless. You have to, like, play perfectly a lot of the time. Against, like, serious fights, you have to play, like, fucking perfectly. You need to know, like, your dodges inside out. Because each of your 3 defensive options, like blocking, parrying, which is the same one, basically, jumping or sidestepping, all kind of different kinds of attacks. And there's some attacks that are marked as unblockable, so you can't... Well, they say it's unblockable. What it basically means is this will destroy you if you don't do something to counter it, or just if you're out of range. So, like, thrusts you can block and push aside. Sweeps you have to jump, and you can't just like block a sweep. It'll just destroy you. I forget which one it is. You get the sidestep, stuff like that. Like, it is fucking nuts. Got 10 seconds. Like, oh my god, it's real. Like, so, like, there's mini bosses that are like big foes that are named and they're special enemies. And he's coming. Right, that's just the zombie and the liquor coming in, isn't it? Right. That's pretty clear, at least. Yeah, there's like mini bosses that are named enemies. They have like multiple health bars, and they fight, like, they hit super hard, like trucks and all that shit. And I like, one of them is like place before like the first boss me and David found, and he has like 12 guys with him. So like just dealing with that encounter took us like several hours each. It took me from like 11. I was like, when I found out like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock last night. Didn't get past them until like 1:30, and when I finally did that successfully, I found the boss fight beyond that, and that boss fight then proceeded to beat my ass from 1:30 to about 4:30 at night. And that was the point where I said, fuck it, okay, fine. And This morning I went off down a different route and I found like other bosses that I beat the first time and all that. I was like, oh, this is the route I was meant to go and shit like that. That or fighting the Giga boss I happened to walk into basically like served as like a gravity training chamber, and now I was like just a fucking god for a bit because like it was nothing compared to the monster I've been throwing myself against. Anyway, yes, goat heart bird. All right, whoops, heart bird. But yeah, I really like it. Like, it is merciless. It's fucking hard. You will get mad. You will get really mad. It's not perfect. There's some issues. I ran into a boss fight like about an hour before this stream that I would call just abjectly bullshit. Almost literally because it is a giant bull. But that fight is just, to give it credit, it's nothing like a boss you'd fight in their past several games. It completely breaks like the standard Souls boss fight mode in the ways a lot of the things you fight in this game are. Like they all break that mold a lot to make it just as if this game is meant to be from software going, see, we can do something else, we can do something different. And this one really broke that, but it broke it in a way that was fucking stupid because like the way I fought it is like the way I won when I fought it was stupid to the point of comedy. No liquor? Where's the zombie? No liquor. Huh. What's the catch? The zombie's following me. Catch is gonna be the liquor's out here, isn't it? Which I hope not, because I already have to deal with X stomping around out here. We're gonna need to stop in the thing to grab everything. Yep. Yeah, and like Sekiro is fucking hard. It will do everything it can to fucking destroy you. And you really need to adapt. Like, the way I got around like a lot of the time fairly well was basically like, you know, playing as it seemed to expect, like playing stealthily, like not like fighting most things. Like I see a lot of foes, I would like stop, get on a high place, look around, see where all the foes are, like go, okay, gonna take him out, like form a plan of action to take out as many of them as possible by fighting directly, stuff like that. You know, like basically mitigating risk and using all your vantage points and approaches and skills to the best you can. And that was really fun. That was rad. Like a blend, it's a kind of stealth game I haven't seen in a fucking while, where you have like ridiculous maneuverability, like verticality and all that. Verticality especially, that's a big thing with the grappling hook. You're like constantly launching yourself like up things. You can like jump on walls, kick off them, and jump higher and all that. Like, there's a load of options. There's a lot of stuff going on. What am I doing? Medallions, yes. Whoops. Alright. Let's stash that for now. If I remember right, this is the point where we're fighting old Birkin boy. Chris is streaming right now, so I feel safe putting this here. Go for it. The floor is open. He played like 6 hours of Persona 5 2 days ago, and oh yeah, he started that like late at night for me, so I didn't watch it. I was like, I'm going to bed. And I was like, I don't want to watch just an hour of this and then stop, because I will not be able to compel myself to stop. Actually, we can combine that in here. Fuck. Give me a second. I'm a dipshit. Right. Combine. We'll get rid of these three, but it doesn't really matter. Absolutely take that. And absolutely take these. You somehow got convinced that your bond won't improve right now means it's pointless to spend time with that person. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh Jesus. He's waiting for the message to say otherwise, never actually spending time. Oh Jesus. Oh fuck, I feel like I have to tell him. I know what you mean. I so want to say something, but you can't. Like, I can't either. Like, he doesn't watch these. Like, he's probably not ever gonna watch these. That's the sort of thing that makes me want to like raise my hand and go like, Chris, please. Oh Jesus. There's been a few things like that made me want to go like, Chris, please, but you know, his rules, his ways, such as they are. Alright. Where is he? You open the door. Is he doing his, like, manhole patrol again? Yeah, there's a few things. And, like, to be fair, like, some of it is, like, he's not gonna know this or that, obviously, because this is his first ever Persona game, first ever Shin Megami Tensei game. It's not really like anything he's played before. Son of a bitch. You don't see me anymore. But yeah, like, you know. It's like some of it's like our traps. See, well, not traps. Some of the things he's just not gonna know he's gonna walk into, and you're just kind of like, well. And other ones are just like, oh no, he's misunderstood. Like, oh no, and it's a misunderstanding that the game doesn't expect him to have, so it's not gonna correct him, and you just kind of have to hope he's gonna work it out himself because he won't let you tell him otherwise. And it's just like, oh fuck, this is all going to go wrong. I have a certain fun in that when watching Chris. Like, there are some times where you're just kind of like, oh my Jesus, oh why, oh god, and then there's other times where it's just genuine, like, the sort of fun thing where you're anticipating someone like walking into a prank or whatever, like someone's about to like, I don't know, you know, like if they open that door, the box is gonna fall on their heads. You're just like sitting there going like, oh Jesus, I can't stop him. What do I do? And you're just like laughing your ass off. A lot of stuff like that. There are times I kind of wish he would like accept like a basic primer of like, here are some things to like to bear in mind, just, you know, to prevent little issues like this, but you know, defeats the spirit of the thing, I suppose. Just you wait, because like he asked me if I was gonna watch Northern Lion playing Sekiro, and I was like, no, I'm gonna like play Sekiro first. He's currently only streaming stuff I still want to play myself. Yeah, so you can't watch. I know that feeling. Alright, he's where, I don't know where the hell he is. Sometimes it sounds like he's upstairs, and sometimes he kicks open a door that sounds really close. He's gonna be like right around this corner again. He's in this room again, isn't he? No, he's in the main hall. It's fine, because once we get in there, we'll be good. I hope they bring out Persona for the Switch. I still think it's gonna happen. The hell? going entirely the wrong way. I don't need to go to that statue. You need to go to the big statue, you fucking idiot. X could have saw you right there because you're a dumbass and wasted time. But yeah, there was a thing where like they trademarked a whole ton of Persona stuff, and one of them was Persona 5S, and you know, Dragon Quest 11S was the Switch version. Surprise, surprise. So now Persona 5S, like I'm pretty certain you're like a port of Persona 5 is coming for Switch at some point. Like it'll just be the PS3 version, but that's fine because you know the game it's basically identical on both platforms. I think like PS4 just runs a bit smoother. I wonder if P5S will have the extra content from PS3. The extra content from P5R. Okay. I mean that would be cool, but I'm gonna like. I would place my bet on no, because I imagine they'll just like they'll make a straight port and they won't want to bother like doing their assets up like properly for doing the assets up properly for Switch. Could be wrong about that. Could be very wrong about that, of course, but that's just what I think. We didn't use this as Leon, so I think we're gonna have to use it as Claire then. That'll do. DQ11S gonna have some extra stuff. It is, but it's like, you know, Square Enix are cool guys. But I think the more serious answer there is basically like Square Enix, like I can see you putting forth that level of effort to like, because it's also coming a year after like the. I guess Persona 5 is also coming like 2 years after the 11 version and all that. Like, I don't know. It feels like the Atlas thing where they would just release like a Persona 5 Switch version, just as a direct port of like the PS3 one, and then 5R's content will be left on PS4. Because that's just how they do things. Could be entirely wrong, but that's just what I assume. And like, Square Enix at least tend to be nice about their stuff. Well, Square Enix Japan tend to be nice about their stuff. Alright. You think this was enough? Yeah. There's gonna be bullets in the arena, I know, but we'll just. I want to test this anyway. What kind of mixed handgun ammo? Which is not this. Right. Sick. That's curious. But, well, now I know, so that's for these. That being said, I like it. If it does have the, Persona 5 Switch does have, like, the royal content, I'll be down. Like, I'll probably get it on Switch instead of PS4 then. Don't know. Well, I guess that also depends how long the gap is. Brother's a PS4, so I could buy it for that, but I prefer to buy it for a console I actually own or will own in the future. Aye. I mean, it's also hard to tell because Atlas basically aren't saying fucking anything. You're gonna find out what Persona 5R is on March 23rd when the OVA ends. And then the OVA thing came out, it's a voiceover with some animation. It's like, oh, that's Marie 2.0. And it's like, they're like, okay, fuck off until our concert in April. It's like, Or you could just tell us about the game, you pricks. Alright. Let's go. By the white of his eye. Wasn't there something down here as Leon that there's like a lockbox or something? I was like, okay, I remember that, and I never came back for it, I don't think. That's also a Claire thing. Yeah, it's this. looks damn fancy, whatever it is. Pair of clips look like. What is it? I forget. I forget if I opened that or not, because, you know. Grenade. Saw that. And I will happily take that. Doubtlessly, I'm gonna fucking need it. But we'll need it so much. No, we'll equip this first. We want to keep our knife for as long as possible. Like, I didn't get Dragon Quest XI on PS4 or PC, and that was mostly because at the time I both didn't have money. There's piles of other games, and in work I was like all over the place still. I'd walk past the door and need to, I guess. So, it coming out in Switch of like both the 3DS version of the content and the PS4 PC version is pretty rad. This guarantees that I'm getting it on Switch, so that's nice. To be honest, if it is just like, if it is just, you know, it's just Royale, it's like, oh, but there's like some extra goofy events, and also there's a Marie 2.0 in it, I might not get Royale, or at least probably not full price on day one or anything.
Won't budge.
I'll just fit under it. Oh, who is that?
Hello?
Here's our divergence point, I guess. Well,
hey.
Our proper divergence point.
It's okay. I won't hurt you, I promise.
Who exactly is this Marie I keep hearing about? Oh, that's a fucking story in itself. Hang on. Oh, we'll wait for the cutscene in the end, and during the boss fight, and I'll rant about this.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
You need help.
Why?
He's right behind you.
You could have said that.
What?
Oh, God.
Alright. Birkin Form 1. He's got a pipe.
You gotta be kidding me.
You can tell, like, Chris is her brother because she just doesn't give a fuck. She's like, I'm gonna fucking fight this piece of shit. He still has a very human owl.
This thing's gotta go down.
Oh, those fire effects. Is this the exact same Marine fault this guy of Leon is in? It is, yes. Ooh. Trying to fucking devil bring her here? Oh. Steady on there, buddy. That easy to navigate. He's doing the teleport, isn't he?
Shit.
Yeah, he's doing the teleport. I guess that was a whiff. That's not gonna whiff though. Which way are you choosing? Or are you teleporting? I'm burning through more ammo than I would like. I need to find some shit around here. That'll do nicely. A lot. There we go. You actually burned his face. Yeah, I know, that's fucking rad. Grenade launcher, can I go back into storage for a bit?
Oh, crap.
Alright, well, now time to loot the arena.
Hey, little girl. It's safe now. It's over.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I promise. Everything's fine. I just need you
For
to lower
now.
that ladder for me.
Will you help me find my mom?
Your mom is down here?
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah. Of course. I'll help you.
Alright. Yeah, who exactly is Marie? I keep hearing about it. So, Persona 4 Golden, its core edition was a character called Marie. Marie is, can charitably be described as divisive. Who actually calls a little girl, little girl? Duh. Someone who's a bit weird. I guess to be fair, like when I'm trying to think, well, what do I say in alternative? My only thing is like, hey, you there, like non-specifically, or just going, hello, child, little kid, are you there? Hey, we actually kept both grenades out of this. Sick. We're getting all our bullets back too. Grenade rounds I'm not so fussed about because we'll just be stockpiling those again, and like when's the next time we will basically need them? The next major fight is going to be Birkin Stage 3, I think it is. Yeah, I think we've got everything now. How you doing for health? Not the best. Eat the lone one. Oh, that looks better. Greetings, small human. It is I, Gavin.
This way!
Hello, child. I will be with you in a moment. I am here to protect ye from the demons. I am Gav, son of Gloin. But yeah, Marie was a new character added to Persona 4 Golden before I get sidetracked again. And she was terrible. She was fucking terrible. So like, she was just a really... She looked distinctly out of place. She's like a very awkward character in general. Like, she's meant to be like tsundere.
You got it!
Yay! She's meant to be tsundere and all that. And she's just awkwardly crowbarred into like a lot of scenes where she wasn't
She works
before.
at Umbrella. She's making an important new medicine.
I think you're meant to be following me now.
That big pharmaceutical company?
My mom's always at work. I don't think
Yeah, look, so there's like, you know, regular scenes in Persona 4, suddenly Marie would be there and characters would be like, hey Marie, you were kind of cool, would you like to hang out with us? And for whatever reason, this your party keeps asking to hang out with you, even though
So
most of them
where
don't
is
know
your
her
dad?
or never formally introduced her or anything.
Or just my mom, but he's gone.
Hey, give me a second. I'll address your father problems in a moment.
Wow. Both of my parents are gone. It's just me and my brother.
That's a detail I didn't know.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know that Claire
It means
and
we've got something in common,
Claire's
and
parents
that's a
were
good
gone.
thing, right?
It makes a lot more sense. It makes like their relationship where she's like coming all this way to find them make a lot more sense. Let's chat here because I keep getting distracted while trying to like think where I'm going. Yeah, and basically like, she was like the worst part of Marie by far was she was also a character. She could also go into the Velvet Room. Like she was a denizen of the Velvet Room, like the attendants are. So she would go in there. She handled one of the new Persona mechanics. I forget what one she had. She handled the cards. She handled like the Persona 4 Golden introduced skill cards. She could just use to give skills directly to Persona. It was fucking broken. You could like, and I did make like a level 99 Izanagi with 99 all stats, immune to everything, and he just had God Hand and Megadolum, the super almighty spell. Like that took me like an hour of grinding and a little more by thinking. But yeah, like what? Yeah, no, I made a completely broken Izanagi, immune to everything. Well, everything except Almighty, because you can't be immune to Almighty in an hour. Yeah, no, like basically what I did was I got skill cards that started out as like here's ice resist, here's wind resist, and I used golden time for winning fights, so that you get golden time bonus mode, and that had a new card that would like upgrade a skill card you had in your inventory. So resists became immunities. Resist came, I think it was immunities, and then immunities became reflex, and reflex became absorbs, and basically just getting the skill cards together and then upgrading all of them took me about an hour, and then I just stuck them all on Izanagi, who I'd been keeping along and been using like golden time stat boosts and shit to just keep pumping him up anyway, so I could keep using him, and then he just became immortal. And at some point I used the upgraded thing to turn his basic physical attack all the way up to God's Hand, like the 90 HP super powerful physical attack, and then I fused Megadolon into him at some point. Yeah, I think it was it was fusing. I did like the trick thing where I got like a high ranking fool and fused it with a low ranking fool, and that kicked them back down to Izanagi. Or some shit like that. It was something like that where I just fused it into him backwards, make him have it, and because all of his new immunities and also absorptions all now took up most of his slots except for two, so he had like one physical, one spell, and yeah, I then went and fought Margaret, and laughed as she kept trying to hit the protagonist and just kept failing. But yeah, Marie, the most infamous thing about Marie was that in the Velvet Room, sometimes you go in just to do your Persona stuff, and suddenly you'd see a paper on the floor, and the paper was a poem written by Marie, and the poems were terrible. They were fucking terrible. At one point, she's ranting about, like, it's like a poem rant about clowns that are sad and are screaming at the world because it's meant to reflect her deep, tortured emotions about how she doesn't remember who she is, and her existence is, like, totally unknowable, man. And you can't skip these. Like, you can skip every other cutscene in the game in Golden. You can't skip these. You're not allowed to skip these. You have to sit here and, like, for 5-6 minutes straight as the voice actress awkwardly, cringily delivers these awful, horrific poetry lines that are, like, sub-deviant art teenager level. And there's, like, fucking 10 of these things. There's also other, like, really... time to go to the bathroom, I guess. There's also, like, really fucking stupid shit. Like, on Valentine's Day, you don't get a kiss from any character you romance or anything at all, except for Marie, who will kiss you even if you're not romancing her. Because fuck you. Like, fuck your decisions. Like, this is the mandated waifu and you will like her. Like, Hashino demands you love his wife. And, she also had a whole dungeon to herself that was alright, but again, it centers on her whole storyline that's awkwardly crowbarred in, doesn't really fit in, is slotted into an awkward point, and it feels like distinctly attached on, like it has no relevance to anything else in the game. There's no real point to doing it if you don't like Marie, honestly. The most you get is like a slightly changed true ending where she's just in it now, and you're just kind of like, okay, great.
Damn it. You need a key card.
You say that to her like, hey, do you know where a keycard is? Basically, Marie is terrible. I don't know if I'm like, what you can do? Persona 4 Golden, Marie's poems. Just look it up on YouTube and listen to some of them. They're fucking
Are you sure
embarrassing.
this is the way?
This is how my mom took me last time.
Sherry? I've been looking everywhere for you, Sherry. Brave little girl to leave your house in the middle of this mess.
Oh, it's this guy.
On the ground, hands behind your head.
You can't be serious.
On the ground, now.
This is Chief Irons.
Sherry, tie her hands.
Why are you doing this?
Shut up. Tie her. Okay then. You tie her up now, or she dies.
So, the Chief Irons is a very massive expand. This is entirely new this scene. In the original, you just found him perched over the mayor's daughter. He killed her because he went crazy. He perched over the mayor's daughter, and
What are you gonna do to her?
None of your fucking business.
that's a horrible way to answer
God, my
that.
brother stars and
Sherry, get over here. What's your name? What's your fucking name?
Claire!
Sherry?
Yeah,
Or say goodbye to Claire.
this is
Okay,
all
okay,
entirely
I'll
new.
go.
The mayor was guarding our daughter. He was guarding
Mom.
the mayor. Irons was guarding the mayor's daughter, and he killed her because he's fucking crazy.
Stop hurting her, please!
Don't tell me how to do my job.
And like, you can see that he's still fucking crazy, but now he's like guarding Sherry instead.
Obviously,
Which makes a bit more sense.
We'll fix that. Oh, yes, we will.
Let me go! Let me go!
I'll get you, you fucker!
You could probably shoot him from here. You could have made that shot.
Stay safe, Sherry.
Alright.
Okay. Key card first. And then that asshole gets what's coming to him.
I hope that your plan is just the cabin at Claire, because that's basically the best thing you could do. In general. Police Chief Irons. He's a bit of a prick. This should get us in here? No. What the hell did we pick up? Well, I guess it was just like a badge or Sherry's thing or whatever. That's a question. Where do we go as Claire? 'Cause I assumed we would be going in there and, you know, doing the business with the kennels and all that. But, I guess not. Unless I have it the wrong way around and it's this door that gets us where we're going. Which it could be. No, this is the jail cells, isn't it? No, this is it. Right, the other way is the jail cells. Right. Yeah, here's the shooting range. There's the bent key. Bing. I don't think we can go through here yet, can we? There's Mr. Raccoon. Please don't shoot me. I'm your friend. Diamond key. I don't think we'll be getting in there then. Or we might. I forget which. Maybe Claire doesn't get the club key. Absolutely gonna take these. That stays shot in her. Well, that's good. So you can carry it across playthroughs then. They didn't get up. Is it just the opposite day in Claire's game? No, I guess it must be the diamond key, so the Claire doesn't get the club key then. Which I guess makes sort of sense, 'cause club keys are paired with, or club doors are paired with hard doors a lot. But yeah, it's like, Persona 4 Golden was fun. I really like. I was like, what the hell is that? But it's just some tipped over. Fucking. Oh, I'm a dipshit. Alright. What do you got? New gun. HP 3. Let's have a look at you. First to use double stack magazines. Ah. Has a laser sight? Yo, look at this. What was that? Or is it just that door automatically closing? No. No. Not a happy sign. You know, Persona 4 Golden was really good. And I do kind of hope that gets support at some point. Like, Marie stuff aside, it's still just Persona 4. And a lot of the additions for, you know, the characters that are good, i.e. stuff that isn't Teddy, is pretty good. It was fun. Well, I say it was mostly just fun stuff. Having the extra month to do all your social links in is also really nice to have, because it gives you more breathing room, especially since Marie and one other are added to the game, so you've got 2 extra to do. Ah, right. That's what I've been hearing. That's a liquor down here though. Like, that's not a dog. Oh, I get it. So Claire doesn't get dogs. Claire gets liquors. Great. Thanks. Well, at least I have the grenade launcher on me. I actually should have put that away, but I guess not. How are we doing this? Oh, the liquors just killed the dogs and are eating them. Or came in here after Leon killed the dogs and are eating them. Don't touch any of them and you'll be fine. Making liquor is actually slow. Well, actually scary, but actually tense and panic-inducing. It is quite the feat. The only Persona-related games I played were Megami Tensei 1 and 2. Megami Tensei? Like, not Shin Megami Tensei? Like the NES ones instead of the Super Nintendo Shin Megami? Famicom, however you want. Same. Really, just the same thing, honestly. Boo. Autopsy record. Alright, okay, this just tells us who's where, does it? This is a curious thing to note in the deceased report, I feel like. Alright, this is explaining why he has the key, is it? Someone put fucking Right Said Fred's "I'm Too Sexy" in my head earlier today, so now I just keep hearing it.
What the hell is up with you?
She says that rather cheerily. Right, there we go. I'm just gonna knock that one on the head. This time, so not to bother. The very first ones before Shin Megami Tensei. That's pretty cool. I haven't played those two. I should at some point, I suppose. I only played Shin Megami Tensei, not Megami Tensei. The only SMT game I played where Devil Survivor didn't finish, Persona Q didn't finish, and Tokyo Mirage Session. I'll get back to those eventually. I can personally recommend, like, alright, that's not this one. Like, Shin Megami Tensei 1 and 2 are a bit awkward because they didn't have official English releases, so you're using fan translations, and I forget Shin Megami Tensei 2 having many issues. Shin Megami Tensei 1 I remember being at times, buggy piece of shit. Like, you know the guy's a kid. He used to whip this time? Like, what's going on? Or did I get it wrong and he's in a different thing? Wanted to read the novel before playing Shin Megami Tensei. I do believe the novel has an official release. Stop. I don't remember how they open all these. Now you can just stay where you are. I remember that. So was it not you this time? I should actually pay attention to the fucking... Okay, I can't actually see that because of the glare of the torch. Wait. Oh, I see. Hang on. Persona Q started with difficulty level and higher. Notice I don't think it's balanced at that difficulty. When I go back to it and bump it back to normal, that's valid. I mean, it is like a... I would do it for this. That's fine. It is a... you know, it is... fucking... Etrian Odyssey. It is an Etrian Odyssey game, and Etrian Odyssey games are balls of the wall hard. I haven't actually played Persona Q myself. I have it sitting here. It's another game on the pile. But I kind of assumed it would be just fucking hard in general because of that. Nothing. Ugh. Hi, fellas. Hey, that's the shit I want right there. Just for the record, some enemies have big ass fuck you attacks. You gotta stun them with a weakness so you don't get boned. Okay, so it basically does take the Persona thing and just makes it actually nasty as hell. But even if you hit them with a weakness, the stun may not have them. It's random. That reminds me of binds in Etrian Odyssey, where like you could disable enemy attacks by binding their limbs or different parts of their bodies. But binds being status effects were entirely random if you landed them or not. So it was just, you know, good luck. You do a match perfect, you still get fucked. That sounds... Etrian Odyssey is kind of RNG as well, but I don't think it's that RNG. So that sounds a bit worse in that regard. So yeah, I think like go maybe that could be fair. It could also be on hard. Oh, you finished Etrian Odyssey 5. It's way more balanced there. Fair enough then. Maybe it is the hard difficulty then. Etrian Odyssey 4, I remember being... I can get rid of this. I remember being... I finished that one. I haven't got 5. 5 is also like... Physical editions of 5 are now like rarer than things. They're like... What am I trying to say? They're gold dust. They're stupid rare. I've been trying to find it because like, I got Nexus sitting here because I'm like, hey, Etrian Odyssey, why not? Friend I know on Twitter has been like excitedly babbling about it. I was like, yeah, I'll get that, why not? And I was like, hey, I should get 5 and complete the set. And you can't find 5 anywhere. It's all either a few pre-owned copies being sold at like standard retail price or higher, or like sealed copies going for like 60, 80 to £100. It's ridiculous. Always play on normal during my first playthrough because I assume the devs intended it that way and optimized it for that. That's a sensible way to play him, Emily. That's what I do most of the time. Just like play normal first time because that's like the standard one. Like even if someone's like, "Oh, you should play on hard," I'm like, I'm gonna play on normal because that's the way the devs intended it. You know what I mean? see. I only bought the back to normal for a couple of bosses. Played most of Edwin Odyssey 5 on hard. Holy shit, Hammer. Never for regular enemies unless it was hardcore AFK grinding. That's fair. Playing it all on hard for any reason though, that's pretty fucking good. Rad. Now this poses a problem. How am I gonna... What's that there? Ah, shit. I want that. How am I gonna get you to move? Oh, I kinda want you to move the other way. I gotta come out here. I mean, he can't fit. Maybe he could. Let me go check something. Feel for yeah, like actually Odyssey 5 is like fucking rare physically. I think there's a digital version I could just get that, but I'm a prick about these things and want to get it physically. I know I'm like I prepared my PC like for playing games now, and that's gonna be all digital only. I know, but that's mitigated by having better prices and Steam's convenience. On consoles, I'm basically always want to go physical anyway. I think I'm basically like transitioning to like Switch and PC as my main platforms because Sony's tomfoolery for a lot of stuff. Weird censorship and other stupid crap. Although I do have a giant stack of PS4 games on my backlog though, so hey. And there's like a lot of other ones I haven't got that I want to get that are still on PS4 or are preferentially on PS4. So it's not like a thing is going to be cast into the dirt at any time. He moved. Where did he move to? He moved onto the wall. Look at that fucking tail there. They're not going to make this easy for me, are they? I don't want to fight these fucking things. Then I'll have to like burn the rest of my fucking grenade ammo. And give it a second, we'll see what happens. If they're both like gonna block, if one of them or both of them are blocking the way again, then there's just no way around it. We're just gonna pop a flame grenade and just fucking leg it around. Yep, okay, there it is. I heard that too late. Jesus. I should die. Yep. Fucking liquors, man. When I was younger, I had the brilliant idea to play every game on easy first to enjoy the story, then on hard to enjoy the gameplay. Turns out it's not very entertaining to play every game twice in a row. That's good. I think I never finished a second playthrough during that time. I mean, you tried it, man. Like, you had like a good sense for respecting both ends of it. Booted Persona Q and I'm checking the descriptions of the difficulty modes. Okay, I was wrong about it. Never mind, I was wrong about something. What were you wrong about, Hammer? They're like something about like recommended difficulty or there's absolutely no shame in running when you lack the firepower to take one time. What about just getting around the fucking things to begin with, you pricks? Oh, fine. Right. Okay. Fine. It's not this door. It's this door. I thought hard was recommended for people who use TRPGs, but it isn't. Ah, okay. No, I would be surprised. Like, even in a Persona branded game, like, it's unlike Atlas to recommend hard mode, 'cause the way they make their games is usually, I'm sure I'm like preaching to the choir, but I guess this is more just for VOD viewers who might not know. You know, Atlas tend to make their stuff vicious and like it that way. Persona is kind of an exception generally, because on normal, even on normal, it tends to be pretty easy. Already even the top difficulty, by the way. There's one further and instantly game's over. The protagonist dies in battle. These are called Persona standard difficulty. That would be a much bigger of a bastard in an Etrian Odyssey style game rather than the standard Persona game. Yeah, these two didn't get up this time. It's weird. It's called Risky. Wasn't like the highest difficulty in Persona 4 Golden called Risky? No, if it wasn't called Risky, it was called something similar. Let's go get this gun again. And then come up with a better plan for liquors. I guess the answer is basically don't stand and fight. The answer is just fucking leg it. Would I even be legging it too? Go in there, I get the diamond key. And then what? Okay, there's that. I could open that door in the fire range, okay. And then I guess back up top to see where we can get with the diamond key in the actual police station. Boink, boink. Picking up this revolver, nice as it's been, and the amount of bullets has been given me for it, kind of screwed me because now I can't get standard handgun ammo anywhere, it seems like. Yeah, liquors. Fiendish considering they made them like this fucking tough. This time, let's just grab this on the way in. While I'm here, bin that. Should have enough room for the key and the red herb. This one's awkwardly placed. Alright, sick. Ah, we need to get back home. I don't know if Claire goes this way with the bar. She might. Ah, just knife him up. Dealt with. Get this. Yeah, it was this one. This time he actually gets up and goes, oh, spooky. Alright, good. Nice and clean. Ish. Okay. We're gonna get the liquors positioned such that they're both on the wall. We're gonna shoot them, we're gonna run out the door, and then we're gonna come to a complete stop. see if we can walk past the next one in the hall. And if not, we'll just fucking shoot it. Alright. Bit this one. Sorry, give me a moment. I'm gonna mute the mic while I pour myself some water. Alright. Let's go. She tanked that fire pretty well, all told. Can't get out that door, can they? Alright. All good. Mostly. Alright. Oh shit. Should have considered that we'd be grabbing more items. Roll film. Locker. Kinda need that. Shit. Pretty sure that makes acid rounds, doesn't it? Yeah, it makes acid rounds, so we couldn't fuse the two gunpowders together. Where's the nearest item box? It's not really anywhere. Probably where we would come up out here. Playing Shadow Warrior 2, I tried to play it again on the Insanity 3 difficulty, which is a terrible experience. You just increase the damage you take by, pardon me, 250% and enemy health by 300%. So many normal enemies are just immune against certain types of damage. I'm okay with taking more damage, but I hate when they increase enemy health to ridiculous levels. That's just a bad way to create difficulty. I fully agree. Like, it's fine, like, making you take more damage and all that, or making enemies just deal more damage to you. Like, that's perfectly fine. But when the enemies also just, like, magnify their health to stupid levels, so you just spend ages fighting, like, basic enemies, that's not on. That's just weak and lazy, usually. Like, Devil May Cry does like a good thing where like each difficulty, just enemies don't like they sort of get more health, but the main thing is just you take fuck tons of damage. Like you just take fuck tons of damage on higher difficulties. Like one of them is explicitly called Dante Must Die. That's just how that goes. Like you just die in like a few hits, but enemies will still usually take the same amount of damage. And you kind of want enemies to take more damage in Devil May Cry anyway, because that means you can put off more moves and thus more style on them. But it only gets to like piss-taking difficulties when you get difficulties open quotes when you get to like Heaven or Hell, which is everyone, you and all enemies included, are one shots. So so that's fucking fun. That's a fun mode. That's one you just play when you want to have a fucking laugh. I don't think I've ever touched a Hell or Hell mode. I forget which one that is. Was it Hell or Hell? It was Hell or Hell or like Heaven or Heaven, something like that. Some combination of the two. And then there was Devil May Cry 4 on PC, and now Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, which had Legendary Dark Knight mode, which just, you know, the enemies were basically the same as whatever difficulty you're playing on, but it just multiplied them to comical levels. So like fights that would just have like, you know, a standard collection of like, hey, here's 10 guys, you know, you're just fighting like fucking dozens of them in the same arenas. You're just like doing all your moves and hitting like dozens of guys at once. That was fucking funny as hell. Kind of hard too, but mostly funny. Right, what am I doing? Yes, I'm. That will clear up a spot. But Borderlands co-op is the same problem. The more people you have, the worse the game gets. Acid Rise. Well, we're gonna need a load of these anyway, so you might as well. Fuck it, I'll take the L on that one. So I want this locker code. I remember like Halo. It might have been Halo Reach specifically. Or maybe no, I've noticed something they always did, but like Halo Reach is a lot more explicit about it, where like difficulties were like X hard and then just got harder when you added more people. But even on Legendary, even on the top difficulty, where me and like 3 friends still managed to bumble straight through it and get to the end on Legendary and 4-player co-op. So hey, yeah. Counts for something. Right, I guess maybe option 9. We need to get the card, which I guess means we need it in there. Or maybe we get it somewhere else, because Claire doesn't seem to be able to get in there at all. So, fuck. Any which way, I need to get.
Must be where that guy came from.
Ah, okay, yeah. This business saying, okay, off you go this way. Raccoon Monthly. Brian Irons. Not that I care about Borderlands in the first place. I'm with you there. Just like never really been fussed by that series. I played Borderlands 1 and wasn't fussed on it, and then just everything I heard, like all like character clips and lines and shit out of Borderlands 2 made me go like, this sounds like the most insufferable game. I just didn't want to play it. The big Jesus. You like to? Fair enough. Was it? It's flawed as hell, mind you. No. Valid, I guess. I haven't played it, so I can't speak to the gameplay in it. Humor is hit and miss. Yeah, that's basically what it was. Like, it was a lot of all the bits I heard were misses, and that made me go like, no, I don't want to deal with this. Can't speak to the gameplay though. But then Borderlands 1 didn't fuss me, so I can't imagine Borderlands 2 would fuss me much either. I don't know. Loot focused games basically need to hit like a very specific curve, I guess, for me to like really like them. Like Diablo does it fine. Like I can just mindlessly sink into Diablo for ages and just go like, yeah, okay, I just kill shit, absorb pants out of demons, and you know, stick on, dump old pants, sell them, whatever. Fine doing that, but then other times it'll be like I guess like Borderlands 1, where I'm just kind of like, I can't be bothered with any of this. Just give me a gun and let me shoot. Maybe it's the gameplay model. Because I guess I just don't want to be fussed when I have like it's a first-person shooter. I just don't want any RPG damage stuff in it. I just want to shoot enemy and cause X damage every time. You know, stuff like that. Never played the pre-sequel. I will say that title does tickle me, even if I'm not gonna play it. The pre-sequel. Yeah, I've noticed the teasing for Borderlands 3. So low blands. 2 is definitely better than 1. The audience speaks so. I should read this. So the orphanage. Support for abused women, that's never a good sign. Terrible to say, but never a good sign. art preservation, animal conservation, all these terrible things when you think about it. In fact, really, knowing the orphanage is owned by Umbrella, knowing the art preservation is his way of being paid by Umbrella, and the animal conservation is absolutely just more Umbrella test stuff. The support for abused women bit stands out even more. Just making sure you know that it's him.
Bastard is the police chief?
Oh, if only Leon knew, huh? Hey, elevator controls. Let me in. What do we got? Well, I guess this is where the police chief has been staying. I don't want to tap that just yet. More blue herb. Who really? What are you? Oh. Oh, can we fit? We're coming straight back for that. I'm gonna go find a item box, and we're coming straight back for that. Oh. Well, hey, we're just gonna straight up see the chief's office from here. The fact that he has an express elevator from basement to his office is extremely questionable. Is this his office? Oh, I see. Okay. Just that wee bit of... I don't really have much of a choice in that matter. Oh, this isn't suspect at all. This is not suspect at all. And here's the chief's extremely dodgy office. Animal conservation, indeed. The raccoon is a nice touch, though. A small sum into your account. The ones who survived the mansion. WB William Birkin. No asshole's gonna get in my way. It just gets more screechy as it goes on. Like that they constantly remind you about the antagonist in Borderlands 2 but let them talk to you regularly. There are too many games where you just don't care about the antagonist at all. Yeah, the Far Cry games from 3 on were... Well, no, not 3. 3 didn't do it. Far Cry 4 did it a lot. More like... Pig and Min had your radio, so he would just call in to, like, chat with you every so often. And because he was a batshit lunatic, sometimes he would just call... I remember one distinct conversation made me laugh my ass off. Where he just suddenly called up after a mission where you blew up a lot of his stuff. He's just going like, Ajay, 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 until he answered. And when he answered, he said, what? He just goes like, hello. And then he just cut the conversation off. And that made me laugh. Well, I don't know if it was hello exactly. He said something just like, oh, that's fine. And then just, it was like one line and he just stopped talking after like bothering you for ages. And that was funny as hell. I like how they constantly gave Handsome Jack a lot of screen time, but I hate how they just made him... He does evil, of course, because he's evil. Yeah, it's always a bit pants. A lot of this shit is obviously made just so you can hate him. This is, he does asshole things just specifically to make you hate him, is it? Yeah, store those. We'll need this with us. Keep the knife, we'll need the key with us. We got space. We got a lot of space. We're never gonna run out of the space anytime soon. I'll take the flash grenades. Just in case. Grenade launcher can stay where it is for now. If I feel like I need it, I'll take it with me, but I don't want to use it that much. We need more bullets for this before I feel comfortable using it. Handgun, submachine gun, fleet rounds, that's rounds. Right, let's go get that. Actually, I'll take the grenade launcher with me so I can stick that thing on it. Pardon me. Stew for dinner tonight, so I'm going to be a bit for a while. I apologize in advance for once. Back down. Back to the back cave. He does have his moments though. That's right. It's probably like a thing of like different writers, like probably like from scene to scene we're doing whatever. That's where like a lot of this the discrepancy and all that is from. Should have fused that on it right there. Can't exactly remember how far I played Borderlands 2. I think I played until you meet that girl with the bombs inside her toy rabbits. That game goes places evidently. Yeah, this looks more like the one I know. I kind of missed the feature from like, was it Resident Evil 1? I think it was Resident Evil 1. Well, like the grenade launcher, you can literally just keep sticking. You didn't need to keep ammo about. Like, if you had like 60 regular grenade rounds, you could just put them inside the gun and it would just have 60 and it would just keep shooting. You had to like reload at every shot, but all the grenades were somehow just counted as inside it, so it just. You could just always keep all of its ammo inside it forever. And that was rad as hell. Like the one where he literally gives you a side quest, actually you need to jump off a cliff and kill yourself, and then he pays you when you respawn. That's good. That is good. That's fucking funny. That's a good thing to have, like, for a game, like a sort of a game with quests when respawn and all that. Like if it's directly acknowledged in game, that's actually really funny to have. Some other games should like steal that one. That's good. Wow, these are sub runs. Sick. That's what we got in here. Actually, I haven't looked around. You know, while we have time to ourselves. Taxidermy Lodge. Just working on these puny things. Might be time to move on to more challenging animals. Siberian tiger. I nearly came when I slept. Ah, that's new. There wasn't any language like that in the original Resident Evil 2. Female 22 years old. Oh dear. I wonder what that's referring to. The mayor's daughter. At least it was the mayor's daughter originally. Yeah. Yeah, the meter does work. Like the black and the meter is where that's where you're good at in the white's depletion. Fair enough. Yeah, you store the grenade launcher, man. It's not like we're gonna carry around with just one shell in it and hope for the best. What do we got? The only handsome Jackpot I remember is when he tells you about his pony right at the beginning of the game. Ah, there's the tiger. This is absolutely a puzzle room or something now. It's just... See, the thing is, it's not like the police, the police office, the police station, sorry, isn't like a matter of public record. It's not like anyone can theoretically come in here and see all this and just go like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? You know? I agree. Gunpowder. There's something there. Ah, that's the card out. Okay, so the electrical part puzzle is now for here. Okay, okay. That's it. I beg your pardon. Sounds like something needs replacing. Power panel parts. Bell on the clock tower. Okay, so we have to do that again. East floor storage room. Don't hesitate to see around the clock tower. Okay. Alright. Relief. Oh. I can see what the deal there is. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Just for good measure. Alright, we got our 2 keys. And it actually ends up being so good at the end of one of the DLCs. He hypes up his pony and then it actually is there in the DLCs. That's good. That's fun. Ah. Kind of hoping you can break that. Stick it to the man. Why is there a telephone in there? I guess these are his, like, murder notes or whatever the fuck. Not suspicious at all there, Chief. And we're getting a lot of these, actually. The D&D parody one, I heard about that. Or that I had that, which is kind of curious, though. The pony literally comes in at the end and saves the day. That's art. And it's glorious. Okay, that's cheeky, they don't have a crocodile head. Did I see it in here? I did not. Oops. Might as well. Is it diamond encrusted? Oh, we needed to do that anyway. Actually, that's right, because you couldn't get in here as Leon because it had the heart key, and the heart key was on the other side all along. I remember this place. Oh, we're on the other side of this. Actually, that's kind of a problem. How the hell do we get around here then? I guess that's just because of those 2 rooms are together. Oh, off we go then. I guess the good thing is that Mr. X probably isn't going to be able to get to us until we solve this door problem. What the hell is it? Oh, it's just you.
Oh no.
Tell me looking at him doesn't let him break through the window yet. I'm gonna go back. I know I've got boards in storage. I'm gonna take them in and just gonna put them up to stop him from getting out. Just fuck it. Fuck it and fuck him. I think it was. Yep. This is nice that it's not just a line of sight that a zombie breaks through. Funny as it is that they only manage to break through after you walk past it. Why me while I kneel these in front of the idiot? It's all good. That's right, this is the other side of the room. See, the mirror's broken, so you can just jump across it. The mirror was broken. Let me... Oh, you're gonna do the fucking scare here, aren't you? In which case, once we grab this, be ready to run. I was wondering if they were going to do that, because I remember that scare being one of the big famous ones from Resident Evil 2. There's like a two-way where and something like a licker just leaps through it at you whenever you pick up or solve the puzzle in the room. And when I got there in Leon's game, it was already broken and all that. I was kind of like, ah, oh, they're not doing it. I guess it was just they were going to put it in there as a cheeky joke. Hey, it's already happened. So that's fucking rad to see. I like that. Yep. Ooh. No. I forgot where the starting point is. Where is it? God, I keep forgetting where the exact buttons are. Help me. No. That's a deep beep. No. Beep, 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 beep. I am endlessly amused by the beeping coming out of the PS4 microphone. I'm a dumbass. I know. Right, look. Gavin, please pay attention. Of course. There he goes. Let's finally put the brand together in the end. Oh. Yay. Fucking finally. I was wondering where those had gotten to, actually. Well, I kind of never need to go down there again, so... I'd still say that board's worth it, though. And you might want to take the torch right back out, Claire. Hey, more boards. Three flash grenades. I'm fucking spoiled. Noticing a distinct absence of giant stomping feet. Alright. The gears in here. They're zombies? A large gear, I should say. Wasn't this door over here like locked and we couldn't get to it? Heart key.
Shit.
No. Probably not dead, let's be real. I wonder if you're being like rolled out by a zombie if that reanimation is faster. Oh, that's a nice touch. I'll leave it there for a moment though, because we kind of need this. Maybe no, I had it wrong. Maybe it is like. Hey, it is black and okay, that is the more sensible way. I was just confused by diagram versus meter. Let him in.
Fuck.
Day now, clear. Fuck you. I suppose you can just replace the knife. No. I'm gonna have to break it. Should have left the boards where they were. And they didn't know we'd be doing it. Here's the test. I guess I can always just leave it here and come back up and get it. Actually, then I guess we'll use on where the hell's doing the growing. I don't know where he got to. Alright, that's that problem solved. Just know if we go into the main hall, there's going to be a big friend waiting for us. Probably. Oh. Oh shit. It's a bit hurt. I'll go take some herbs out and have them on me for when I get tagged again. Let's go down to the chief's office and dump this shit in the box and get the herbs out. Oh wait, no, that's right. So go outside, we'll drop down, and I think we solved the problem of the problem with the burning helicopter. And that's right, and then when you're walking back, X is just there and he's listed out of the way as he's coming to get you. Stash that for now. We can go stick that down. We can stash it here as well. Same effect, really. Keep that on you. That. I think for now, I deposit that. I want to say keep that on us. And once again, we just got a big pile of blue heart style nerfs, so they keep giving you them long before poison enemies actually turn up. Which isn't bad per se, because it means you have a giant stockpile of them ready to go for when you do run into poison enemies. Did we get everything in there? We did get everything in there. Now it's just the door to our left. Speak of the devil. I'm getting a comical amount of blue herbs around here, which might not bode well for later. Yeah, there it is. Always welcome. Can't get through that corridor because it's burning. Need to go find the thing that, like, no, we need to go fuck with the water thing to actually make the water pump work. Because actually, if I remember right, let's see if there's like a box, safe room, an item box there anyway, so that's right, it's like the two zombies come tearing ass out of here. Are they already out? Oh shit.
Bitch.
Okay, good. Thank you for critical. Didn't I just completely fucked aiming? Hey, those are welcome as hell. Yeah, she was guarding them.
Jesus.
Is the fake out that they're both outside now, or is just extra zombies outside, or what? blow his whole hand off?
You asshole.
He used his hand to stop a bullet. Oh, shit. Oh, knife. And shit, Gavin, you had a grenade. Well, so much for that. I think he's good. Yep. Hand got fucked. It kinda worked. The hand got fucked, but at least it didn't hit the head. True. Alright, now there's gonna be two more out of here, right? No? Are they gonna wait for her? Or is Claire just not? I guess because she has the chase room, she's just not gonna get this one, is she? Yeah. She has the fake out then. The two of them are outside waiting for you. Because Claire has the other safe room, she doesn't get this one, that makes sense. Yay! I'll keep them separate for now in case we need green herbs and mix with something like blue herbs. We gonna give it to you. Okay. It was jaunty stride. Where are we even going? I guess this room by the dark room is safe deposit. Well, that is the dark room actually, so fuck it, I'll do. Hopefully there's not liquors on the way. There's a zombie out here. Both of them are out here. Fuck it. Please let me pass, thank you. Did I actually get lost? The stomping seems weirdly distant. Did we lose them? Huh. Yeah, I remember you. But how do I get, what room can I walk into to get around here? I can't. Let's just do this one first. In case X showed up. I mean, there's a good deal we can get in the twos. Now he's gonna come in, isn't he? Need two. Okay, there's not as many as I thought. Well, we can get 208, that's fine. You want to check in here, or is it? You just want to stomp past? He's right there. We can't really run once we leave. Because there's a liquor right there. I forgot that you have to hit circle to leave it. Not as much pickings here with the number 2 as I thought there would be. I find it kind of curious that there's only fire and acid rounds. I know like they've reduced the overall amount of stuff in general. Overall amount of weapon fuckery in general. Well, sort of. Bonus weapons and multiple handguns aside, I guess. Actually, I guess freeze rounds were freeze rounds in Resident Evil 2? Were they I know they were in Resident Evil 3. Because Nemesis will leak the freeze rounds. Balls. I looked into gender equality in China after we talked about it last time, and apparently the one thing the Chinese government is kind of decent about is combating sexism. The problem is that China, like many other East Asian countries, has very modern cities but very old-fashioned and traditional countryside. That's actually quite interesting. That they're like very decent about combating sexism. So it's one of those things you just assume kind of goes hand, like not being good at that kind of goes hand in hand with being a ridiculously conservative, super controlled state. You're taking the piss. You're taking the piss, though. Alright. Wait for X to settle, wait for the liquor to climb up a wall. And then we'll go. He saws. That's his theme music. He saws. He gonna give it to me. Oh, fuck. Caught in the wind. Let's go. Didn't work. The liquor's out of pesos. Not our hit. Not a chance. Jesus, that was close. Might as well do our work while we're here. Third floor locker, DCM. I feel like I should have remembered that from last time. Really should have noted them down, though. I guess I was kind of operating on the assumption you would find them again, or Claire would have different codes. One of those two assumptions. The cat just slid out from underneath my bed and he's away. They may be conservative, but they also try to act like communists, even though they're obviously not communists. Fair enough, I guess. At least some effort's been into acting the part. I guess. Not a bad amount of green hairs. Red could be better, but we do have like several mixed ones. Well, 2 mixed ones, that's fine. We got all 3 first aid sprays, so we're doing good there. May have to bust out the other handguns. Problem is, any handgun ammo we find from here is just gonna be like the high caliber one, because I picked the high caliber gun up. So that's a nuisance. Oh, nuisance. No, I want to save the machine gun for probably the next boss fight, if anything. Right, well, we're gonna take this with us, because the next stop is the clock tower. And we already have the electrical part, so we just need to get the other one, and then we're good. I guess because now I know what I'm doing, this is actually going to go a lot faster. Mishaps with X aside. Yeah, I'll do. We'll see while we're here. I don't know, again, see if kind of creeping up, but it's still better than what Leon's was at the same time when I was saving every other second. The problem is the liquor still there, or will the liquor fuck off after where it usually sits? What's our path? Up. Up. DCM. Oh wait, no, we need the thing for here. We need the thing for the library. That's gonna be in the records room, I bet. So mainly because that's the only other one we can't get. I never checked the observation room, and I think it's in the observation room because the liquor was there. I may have to double back there and see if I can just sneak past the liquor into the other room. Probably not. Worth a try. What was in there? Is Leon's game? I don't remember. It might be the other key. No, because we got the portable safe that had the first key in there, so that's fine. Well, Leon, that was probably just what Leon had to go in there to get. So we might be good, but I'll give it a poke anyway. Diamond door. We do have the diamond key after all, so we can go to the linen room. Actually, we can do that. We'll get the locker, DCM, crack that open. Except this door is awkward to get through and there's a zombie in the room. I can try it. Worst comes to worst, I can just shoot the zombie, crack it open, get to the library, do the dance around X. Is it worth it? Because there's going to be a liquor in this hallway, isn't there? Actually, no, there isn't in Claire's game. Well, there wasn't in Claire's game because X was there. Like, we'll just do that. I mean, we'll see how that plan goes. I had to bet we need to get back to the records room because I remember one of the doors, like one door there was a club door and the other was a hard door. If I remember it, Claire's would have to be this one, I think. Because I remember Leon running in here, grabbing shit, and I remember being ganked in the corner by X. So we have to like loop around and go to the operations room. I didn't unlock the door last time from the other side because I was in a rush. Shit. I do it to myself and that's what makes it worse. That's not good signs. You're taking the piss. Oh, I'm back in the box. Figures he'd be right there, wouldn't it? Of course he's going back upstairs. Well, now that makes sense. When he gets really loud, it's actually because he's like directly above you. Or he's like making weird steps as he walks up the stairs. Right, rethink. Second floor, through shower room, through here, linen room, lounge, library, creep up. We don't have the thing. We'll just do it in the second floor and I'll... This fuckboy seems intent on guarding the third floor. I said that, but I'm going to try darting up and grabbing the locker anyway. Here he comes. This is piss taking though. This is kind of what I mean about like the giant penis Van Dance. It's shit like this where you're trying to do something and every time you do, the invincible predator, like the AI just goes, well, invincible predator walks out the door in front of you, and you're like, fuck, and then you go and hide and escape and all that. And you try it again, and this invincible predator walks out the door in front of you again, and it's like, fucking. Let's try the second floor, right, I think. Peek. Going back downstairs again. Can't fucking tell. He's here somewhere. Played more Crusader Kings 2 and I have been mainly finding new faults with it. But hey, also patched quite a few small but annoying problems since the last time I played. Well, that's good at least. Minor improvements. Still improvements. He's coming up to me, isn't he? Solve this back in the safe room. Piss off. How did you know? Like he's magnetized to me or something, he knows. Nice time. Rise. Right, now what are we actually doing? Because we need the jack for that. These storage room is blocked, so we need the jack for that. The jack has to be in here. And getting down main hall, first floor, looping around. Okay. He's gonna walk up the stairs. He's walking up the stairs. Oh good, everything's going to hell. You're not gonna get this done, don't worry. There was a liquor in here after all. Oh good. I'm stuck. I'm trying to walk around and I'm just stuck to his magnificent pegs. It's all gone to shit. I mean, hey, at least X is behind us now. Sick of this save room yet? God. Let's see. For example, you used to not have any influence on who your grandchildren marry. If your son had his own title because they were handled as your son's vassals by the game, even though marrying of your descendants is basically the main game mechanic. Kinda sad it took them 5 or 6 years to fix that. Pardon me. Hey, one complete batch of submachine gun ammo. For what it's worth. We can't examine this here. Now we're gonna need another one of these out. God, it was this. Wow, that's a improvement of sorts. The little tune it plays. Yeah, there we go. So that's good at least. 5 or 6 years to fix that. I wonder when they patched that particular one. Like at what point over the... Unless you mean that didn't happen since. If you ever decide to play the game, my recommendation is to wait a few more years. They are still constantly releasing new patches. I mean, hey, it's like that's an insane amount of like support, like time to support that. Still, so like fair play to them. Is his patrol out these stairs right now? Like, what the fuck? Okay, fine. I remember, I think I've told this story before. This is Alien Isolation again, but a different story. I remember when the alien had this, so I was in the middle of like a sneak section around androids. I did something, and then the alien flopped into the room. It was meant to be like, oh shit, now the alien has arrived in this chapter, so now you have to deal with it. And I saw it was coming from me, and I had gone into a small room to like steal stuff. It was like we armory, so I was collecting shit to like craft and some more ammo for my gun or something. And I heard it was coming. I saw it on the motion radar, so I got into the locker in the room. And it didn't make a noise. Got in, sat down, just left it there. And it didn't touch the controller. Everything was fine. Alien walks in. Alien walks right up to the locker, and just sits there. It just stands there, face against the grill of the locker, staring. It doesn't do anything like pry open the locker and tear me out. It doesn't like do a sniffing animation or like anything like that. It just stands there in its default standing animation, staring right through the grill at me, just rock solid. And I'm like, okay, I can wait. And I put the controller down and wait. And it was like after 5 minutes of this thing just sitting there unmoving, and I counted out 5 minutes. It's probably a bit more considering the moment where I put the controller down was like, half a minute in or whatever. Like, I counted 5 minutes and it didn't move. And at that point I said fuck it and just reloaded the checkpoint. And I'm beginning to feel like we're getting to this point with this prick where I might have to like see if it quit and come back in to refresh his AI routine or something, because he's just kind of stalking these stairs and he's a bit magnetized to me. Might not be a bad idea actually. Let's go around and get this. Is he in front of me or behind me? doing it. And then we quit, and then we come back in, and maybe he'll be reset and won't be like basically hovering around the exact room. He knows where I am, like some sort of smart creature would. I mean, a smarter creature with no restrictions would just come in, but you know. Takes the little girl under her wing. I don't know, that seems like a bit of an odd description for it. See, David has just messaged me, NL might just be the dumbest man alive. So something fun has happened in, I presume, like NL's Minecraft videos. You son of a bitch. Okay, I'm gonna wait like 2 minutes and see what happens. Paradox is the biggest grand strategy dev for a reason. They have understood that these games don't gain much from a new engine. Most current Paradox games came out during the early 2010s and look worse than Knights of Honor from 2004, so they don't release sequels anymore, but instead they constantly release DLC and patches. You know, that's actually a valid hammer switching the film. See it. Welcome, you know. See you when you're back. But yeah, that's actually like a pretty interesting business model, actually. Like knowing that the nature of your thing isn't so much really like a constant stream of new titles, but keeping the titles that are already successful as well supported, and occasionally, you know, dumping out a DLC expansion for your established player base who keep at it, because you know that actually is really smart. Like the nature of grand strategy games is people will just keep coming back to them for like a game or whatever. So just giving people more reasons to come back for another game or so is actually like a really, really smart business model. That's the way DLC should be done, I feel. Like that's what hard DLC should be. It shouldn't be like, here's your season pass of DLC episodes that are like 1 to 5 hours each or whatever. It should be like substantial stuff that comes out like long after the game's already come and gone. To like breathe life into a new into an old one or whatever. That's something I would like to see more of. That's pretty cool. Everything's fine. I'm pretty sure I didn't misalign OBS's screen there. I think it's just the difference between my monitor's colors, but it looks distinctly more green on the computer TV. But yeah, it's just me. Okay. Maybe we're good enough to leave now. See if we can at least make it to the weapon deposit room. Yay. Knife. Which is good because we lost our old one in that zombie like 2 floors up because I came in a panic, saw the liquor that wasn't there last time, went we're gonna need this. I could always at some point, I guess, always just go out there, blast a zombie, steal it, and steal a knife back, but I would need like, you know, ammunition for the liquor. set you off? I swear to God, this thing kills me. Seriously, what set that off? Did I nudge it with a door? Every DLC, they also always release a huge patch that introduces some of the most basic features of the DLC for free. That's pretty cool. That's good. That's really rad. Like, you know, basically give people like a little taste of it and a reason to try or buy the DLC. Okay, how are we getting out of here? I guess my plan would be like second floor. Loop around through the library, out in the main hall. Down and around. Up and around. Except zombies burst through here last time, didn't they? That's gonna be fucking annoying. There's gonna be lickers here now too. Maybe I should just take the grenade launcher in case I need it. If only it's like a momentary, like, okay, like, fire down, all zombies bothered long enough for me to run through the operations room door, run through here, unlock this, and, like, get this open, and then, you know, contend with X, and probably shoot this licker on the way past. If I wasn't a dumbass and unlocked this last time, we wouldn't have this problem, but I am a dumbass, so here we are. I'm half tempted just to burn some of the gunpowder to make more acid rounds and just dump on. You know, I will. Fuck it, we're gonna kill that liquor. Or no, I'm gonna switch this back to flame rounds since they're the more general purpose ones. Oh, maybe we shouldn't, because we can't actually make more flame rounds. We can only keep getting flame rounds. So, reload that with the acid one. Then, you know, acid ones are limited in their own ways, and... We want to start getting like the large gunpowder soon anyway, so hey, we're fine. And then we'll come up point at the final area where we're gonna be flush of ammo again. Every DLC. Oh no, I read that one. Today I looked at the Twitter account of the new studio funded by the Knights of Honor devs, and it looks like they're working on a new game similar to Knights of Honor. Yay! Make what you know. Also, welcome back, Hammer. You missed me killing a licker. So that's one of the. That's this hallway basically safe again. X aside. Yeah, screwed you up fucking good, didn't they? He's gonna be right here. I'm sure you give it a good licking, no problem. That's the music. Is he coming for me? He's coming for me. I also ungrab. It all falls apart. The liquor has missed me twice, and now it's getting me. Knifed. I'm gonna die. There's another zombie here, 2 zombies. Why are there so many zombies? I'm being sliced. This liquor's gonna kill me. I'm gonna have to go guns blazing just to clear this fucking corridor. Knights of Honor is sadly not very well known, but it's probably my favorite grand strategy game. I mean, I've heard of the name because I've heard people discuss it when talking about grand strategy stuff, but I haven't played it myself. Alright. This. Alright. I don't know how I'm going to approach this. Kind of in a bad spot. I need to go kill that liquor again. I need to go kill the liquor again because we have the key back. Fuck it. He's coming down the stairs, give him a minute. For some reason, Crytek, after buying the game studio, let them work on Rise Son of Rome. Sounds about right. Bought them over and immediately put them on whatever project they had. Where are you? If you can be busy, we'll do this first. Hear the liquor. I don't see it. Oh, good. Watch me die with the liquor here. Not yet. That was a hell of a crunch noise. Well, now we eat this again. Why would you let strategy game experts work on an action game? I mean, have you heard? I mean, like, Crytek, or if not defunct, then basically defunct. Wasn't it like they had to shut down all their studios and they were trying to keep their last studio running by like just not paying any of their staff for like weeks on end or some shit like that? Like, people running the Crytek, the company, ran the whole thing into the fucking dirt. They didn't know what the hell they were doing. I'm not really surprised that they'll like buy a strategy game, like a grand strategy game studio, and then tell them, "Hey, work on this dumb Xbox action game." Be right behind me. We doing this song and dance again? No, he's getting further away. You died in one this time? Alright. Oh, the crunch noise was probably like hitting the liquor while trying to hit me or some shit like that. So that he basically like punched the liquor in half and we only needed the one shell to take it out. That suits me just fine. we are going to take these. We are going to take this. We're fucking prepping for war, because that corridor is filled with every motherfucker on the face of the earth. So we're just gonna... That's such a loading time for like an accurate aim. We're just gonna get over there and just fucking guns blazing kill everything. Maybe not kill everything, but, you know, like, shoot everything up and just basically... We're gonna kill the liquor, that's for sure. Liquor or liquors, whichever. We'll kill that and for definite. And then I'll probably just use this to pepper the zombies. Like, stun them as I run past so I can get in through the door. I'll lock the side door. I'll knock the actual door, grab all the shit inside, get punched by X, get out and get into the safe zone. Because at least now, because we've killed this liquor, we'll have a free run of it. After that, Sega bought them from Crytek and let them work on Total War. Far more sensible option. You know, that probably goes some way to explaining why Total War has been like... It was always like fairly successful, but I heard like in recent times it's especially exploded. You son of a bitch. I wouldn't be so mad if this worked like Resident Evil 2 original, and you could like shoot him in the face with a shotgun like 5 times and he would fall over for good. Not for good, he'd fall over and be out of commission for a while. But it's not like that. He's invincible. The most you can do is make him take a knee for about 10 seconds. Yeah. I'm gonna let this just keep running. I'm away to the toilet. I'll be back in like a minute. Where's my... There. Back in a minute. I'm back. The game studio still works on Total War, but the two founders left and made a new studio. Wonder if they will manage to finish their game. They posted art in a single screenshot and were present in the last two Gamescoms. They haven't shown anything substantial, even though they founded the studio 2 years ago. I mean, to be fair, I don't think that's that surprising, because on top of like the game, probably like, I mean, they're probably using a proprietary engine, probably using like Unreal or Unity or something, probably Unreal. But you know, it'll take them like, on top of like actual game development time, starting from scratch and all that, they have to like actually run the studio. Hello, my child. So imagine like that's probably eating up a bulk of the time, like a lot of paperwork, a lot of getting employees sorted, getting resources sorted, doing like partnerships for like publishing if they need it, or setting up shit for Steam or whatever the hell, negotiating press stuff, all that. Like 2 years is probably like, I wouldn't be concerned just yet. Like maybe by 4 years, like maybe then. I mean, maybe by 4 years then you start raising questions. Like 3 years you start getting concerned if they haven't like revealed any more screenshots or anything. Right. On the warpath. Let's go kill another liquor. Probably 2 more liquors. If we can get out the door and around the corridor. He's right there. You're taking such piss today. You are taking such piss today. Oh my god. Is he just stomping up and down this hallway now because I killed the liquor there? Is that what he's doing? The thing I'm worried about is that they run out of money, how to stop development, because I'm not sure if they have any income. They're probably saved up, and I think worst comes to worst, they'll like rent themselves out to do like dev work for another studio.
Oh no!
That is faster. Missed. Rip. She didn't reload.
Shit!
Yep, he's gonna punch me. Or not. Real nice of you. Much obliged, much obliged. I know we're running back to the fucking room, I know. But it's the nearest safe room. And, kinda don't have a lot of options. Fucking stick with it myself, too. Burn one of these. Fuck it. Same thing functionally as the red and green mix. I hope they made a lot of money from selling the old studio. That's also a good point. They likely did. Like, when the old studio got sold, they probably got, like, fairly severe cuts and all that. I would be concerned about them. And if they're using the publisher right, which they may very well be, just in case the liquor survived. I don't think they did. I think 2 asset runs should be enough, but just in case. Hope he didn't hear that door open. It's just turned around and just coming down. Probably did, didn't he? What exactly what he's doing. Now he's gonna like head out through the shower and hit me off at the pass out here. Or the library, one of the two. Hopefully these lickers don't like regenerate health or some shit because they move like X amount of rooms away. Oh, one died. Two died. That didn't do much. Alright, we have like maybe 5 seconds. We're gonna want to be away from the door. He died just as soon as the thing impacted. Yeah, I know. It's kind of ridiculous. He had been like tapped by like one and probably hit by AoE from a second one, because I don't think I landed like 2 direct shots on that one before. But like acid rounds generally really fuck up things that are like very exposed flesh. So like Lickers, Birkin, at least if it holds like, according to like original Resident Evil 2, Birkin will also be like really pissed off by acid rounds. Flame rounds are also very helpful, but like acid rounds especially really fuck up like the really fleshy shit. I'm waiting for him. There's no way he doesn't know I'm here after like the popped shots and all that. Actually, maybe because I fell silent and I haven't been moving, he might have lost me. He's close though. He's right out there. He can't get in that door. He's trying. Even he must adhere to the laws of locked doors. He doesn't have the right key. Funny as it'd be if he just punched straight through that fucking door. That would be funny as fuck if he just punched through that door. Just like, fuck you, because you can't get the key in this game, so this door is not expendable. I guess this counts as hiding from him. You just like stand still in a safe room, well, a room where you're not going to be attacked. You'll eventually just lose track of you. Actually, you know what that bang is? That's probably a zombie out there trying to get in. Nope, he found me. He worked it out. Nope, he lost me again. I'm trying to hear the noise of the other door opening. If I can even hear that. Should have done this last time and saved myself all the bother. Right, we have the jack. Let's go dump all this shit and try and make our way to the library. I know it's probably like against the spirit of true survival horror they've been doing this much violence, but A, it's necessary, and B, this feels a lot more like Resident Evil as I play it. Even like classic Resident Evil. Well, classic Resident Evil was actually pretty good about it. Because classic Resident Evil was, while like ammo was sparse and all, you could like build up enough to go on like minor rampages and clear out entire rooms for yourself. Then Resident Evil 2 and 3 just amped up the amount of actual gunpowder you had, the amount of ammo you had, so they just basically encouraged fighting and violence, especially because 2 being an improved engine with more experience than the PlayStation 1, the developers could just flood rooms of zombies. So you just shotgun blast to like headshot entire crowds and shit like that. The old glory days. Alright. Stash all this. The 2 of these should be enough to get us there. Maybe. Actually, just to be safe. The other handgun and its bullets. And we'll have this, we'll dump that, we're good. I got a knife. Alright. He's being, I don't know if it's because like it's the second run, so the game is like tweaked him to be a bit more awkward to like the fuck with you, or what. But he's magnetizing to me in such ways that I am getting very annoyed. Fun as it was to do the thing where I just stood quietly in the back of a room he walked into, and then he actually like lost track of me and left. I guess that shows he can be the dude that just haven't been doing it properly or very well until now. Don't be walking down the stairs. I don't think he checks in here. He was downstairs the whole time. Forgot to mention earlier, the best thing about Crusader Kings 2 are the patch notes, for example. Taught the Pope Geography 101 with an emphasis on what distance from Catholicism and size of kingdom means in the context of Crusades, and why this means that invading India when Egypt is right there might be a bad idea. That's good. That's sassy, I like that. Devs that have fun with their patch notes are always a joy. And we'll loop around the line. Mind you, last time I was in this corridor, he magnetized straight for the linen room when I was there, so fuck. He might be seeking to hit me off at the pass. The AI has finally come to the realization it is allowed to invite its own vassals and courtiers to plots, not just the vassals and courtiers of the target. That's good. He's absolutely gonna hear this. I know it's a bit ambiguous if he hears puzzle noises or not, but there's just no way, right? harm Claire, but you'd be a bit less noisy about this. I'm having some arcane luck. Oh no, I accidentally refreshed the page. You're fine. Nothing was said since you posted the AI. Has to come to the realization that's allowed him by his own vassals line. And that's gonna give us away. Well, last time we had some luck and he seemed to like not want to come in here. So we might be in luck. If he does come in here, we're balls. I had to watch a dumb ad, alas. Well, you probably don't because of principle and I'm just the asshole here, but I was gonna say, like, you know, never any harm in using ad blocker. Hell, even if, it probably can't be that specific, but at least, you know, if ever these streams feel right, go right ahead. I'm pretty sure they make Twitch ads bad on purpose. I could believe that. I genuinely could believe that. You know, the way that gets completely silent except for my own footprints, I think basically they make X fuck off from explicit puzzle rooms like this. Not rooms where you have to do puzzles in, per se. Like, if it's a regular room that has a puzzle in it, he can come in. But when it's like a room dedicated solely to puzzles, it seems like he fucks off. Which I'm fine with. I'm very happy with. I'll accept that. More here. Nah. Save the bullet. If I ever want those things, I'll play through on easy or something, like grab them. But I don't want them. You tell me you can't squeeze past that way? Maybe I'm the dumbass for trying, because that's the sort of thing I would do in real life. And that probably the says things about me, but, you know. I guess before the zombie I shot isn't trying to bash on the door or anything either, so I guess enemies in general just will not interfere with... Maybe the clock room is specific, but probably just, like, puzzle-dedicated rooms in general just don't get knocked. Which is a nice design consideration. Certainly welcome. No, it's not here, is it? No, it is, because they put the small gear in the one downstairs, so this has to go here, so the NER slot. Yes, that's right, and then you move the whole thing, the bell goes, well, repeating the very simple puzzle to myself, because I'm confusing myself a little bit.
That worked.
I like the contrast of her line. Does that work? To Leon's grumbling, I hope I don't have to write a report about this. Because he's destroying police department property. And Claire just doesn't give a shit, 'cause fuck, it's not her problem. Got bigger issues. Alright. I suppose ideally we'd want to get over there. To that end, like past these two zombies. So I kill the ones in that storage room. Reason why I don't use an ad blocker is because I recently installed the new browser by the guy who made Opera, and I noticed the ads are much less annoying nowadays compared to back in the day when pop-ups and all more things were the standard. Fair enough. I generally keep it on as a rule, just because it is genuine. Like it is genuine to consider ad blockers actually like part of your security software, because sometimes sites ads can be compromised and become vectors for malware. That's happened a lot. Like even big sites like Yahoo and Forbes and all that have been hit by that because they just don't vet who they're getting ads from half the time. So I would like basically if there's a site you don't 100% trust, I would actually have one on standby. You can have it off by default, but just have one on standby. I would say just for security reasons. Personally, I just also just don't like being fucked about by ads, so that's my thing. You may go like, well, Gavin, like you watch a lot of YouTubers. What about like their ad money? It's like, well, that's what having a job and Patreon are for. For some of them anyway. For the smaller ones, the big ones like Northern Ireland, it's like he's a big boy. He gets a lot as is. He's fine. He also doesn't have a Patreon. That went remarkably smoothly. I'm finding it a bit weird that I managed to get back in here with no issue. Electronic part. We'll just keep both guns on us, because fuck it. Might as well. I guess this poses the question, like, X can't get in here, can he? Like, there's a safe room in the way, and the only way out here is via the safe room, and he can't walk into safe rooms. Alright, here we go. Down here, is it? This is not ideal. That sort of works. Up and around and all around. So this one can't get in, can it? Is that the issue? No, that one's fine. So that one's the issue, okay. I see. Well, basically it has to go that way, doesn't it? There we go. I think Firefox actually blocks ads that cause privacy issues automatically and offers a fully integrated ad blocker. That's good. That's the way to be. Oh, I'm such a lazy fuck. I would have moved off of Chrome already. Why would you answer it?
Hello?
Good to see you again, Claire. We've got unfinished business.
Oh dear.
Where's that?
In the neighborhood. We'll find it.
Sherry all right?
For now.
I swear, you bastard, if you hurt her.
Stupid kid. If you just hadn't dropped that fucking thing.
I never
let you
use
go.
Chrome. I don't trust Google. Valid. I mainly used it back in the day because of speed reasons.
All over soon.
Basically, like I needed the. So like, back then there was basically like 3 options when I was adopting Chrome. Oh shit. We need an item for this. Hideous as this is. Are we gonna MacGyver a situation out of here? Some raised images in it. Oh, good. You can rotate them. Her reading Opera was the fastest browser after they switched to Chromium. I didn't know Opera actually switched to Chromium. That's good. Alright. I'm just not working with the right blocks. No, that's not right. Oh, I see. Wait, did that rearrange? No, it didn't. I think this one is right. I switched to Chromium in 2013. Ah, fair enough. Right. I feel like that's right. That one should go like that, right? You triangle and square, there you go. What are you doing, yo? Then there's not, there's that. Made the browser faster, but also worse in every other aspect, in my opinion. Oh, fair enough. I guess it depends on what you do, because there's some browsers out there that use Chromium as a base that are actually pretty rad. Right. Who else can have a circle on the left? Not you. You. That's a square up top, right? Or does not matter? Right. Yeah, because that far side one on the top is a triangle. So I need a triangle on the top right. this one. That matches up, so this needs to be... Whoops. This needs to be circle and square. What should be this one? That one doesn't have circles on the right. That is a triangle, yeah. Check in a second. Let's gander the rest of the room. In case there's something I'm missing. That's the end goal. The sequence is entirely new. You never had anything like this near the Resident Evil. It was just all police station and sewers and lab all the time. I don't necessarily think it was Chromium Salt that they had to redevelop their browser from scratch, and the end result just wasn't as good. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I wouldn't... Actually, I guess, yeah, if they just completely redid everything, they probably did, like, the standard web developer thing of going, like, well, these old things that work just fine, let's just fuck them. Let's just redesign them in a way that looks cool to us, but it's probably easier for us, but then literally just fucks everything else over. And seeing a browser add-on that specifically blocks tracking cookies and other suspicious things, is you can use that as an ad blocker that only goes after bad ads. Yeah, you could. Depends on how robust it is, and depends on what it covers, I guess. Circle on the right. So one, you both have a circle on the right, right? But you have a fucking triangle up top. I'm going apeshit. I mean, that one on the right isn't right. I know it's a square and he's up top. Circle on left, square on top. You. Right. That's not right. And this one doesn't have a fucking triangle. And I can't just rotate the whole fucking block. Is what I'm missing. Oh, this is the orphanage. Saying what we're thinking of things, and just, you know, this one still is not a triangle. But it is all connects what you need. So, where the hell do you go then? You have to be like a bat, right? I think I didn't download it because there were rumors that it tracks everything you do, but I guess you have that risk of every browser add-on that's not open source. Yeah. You really do. It's all just so fucking complicated and it's kind of like, alright. wish there was a universal won't steal my information option. I feel like that shouldn't be hard to get, but such is the world we live in. What am I missing about this? I don't know, maybe I'm missing something else in the room, but I don't know what. And I think the door, which is locked. This, which is, we need thing for, there's no other blocks that I can see. So let's solve the block puzzle. Right, what am I missing? I feel like you have to make both tracks, because they are tracks, match up. And that's good, so you presume then that this one must also be like, you know, this one must line up with that, so that's fine. And like, okay, that's fine, and then this last one is just always a goddamn aberration. Just in every single possible way. And we don't have it in our inventory anymore, so I can't fuck with that. Doesn't make any sense either, but go with it. Yeah, no, I was just trying to like match the bottom ones, but that doesn't work either. Yeah, I've not been concentrating on this puzzle, on the puzzle. I'm pretty sure it's not that difficult. I mean, by all means, then, like, point out the answer. So, like, I'm missing something. I don't know what. Circle and square. That lines up, that lines up, that lines up, that doesn't. Right. That only doesn't line up on top. The size of the whole thing of shapes on the top and side match those first. Yes. Right. That's that. Is this house? This I can do this. You can no. Yeah, so that's 2 out of 4 blocks, I presume. That is triangle and star on that side, square and circle on the other, so that's almost but doesn't quite line up. I was kind of hoping you had solved it by now, so like I say, that's how I would have done it. Cheeky boy. Let's examine the sides. You can also be that. You can't. What can you be though? You be triangle? No, you can't either. So you're definitely a middle one. Either which way, you're a middle one. He's done it. Palmer hadn't suggested that we'd been there longer until I like either worked that out myself or bumbled into it. She's got a crouch button.
What is this?
Oh, this was just literally next door. Now I'm gonna take in here before I go. I promise you I'm holding. I'm thinking, who set that up? Okay, I know you're not supposed to a question you don't ask, but you know, still. Anything perverse in the drawing? Not particularly. I'll get to the door and then you're gonna get jumped.
That must be the door out of here.
Need a key.
Darn it! I need the key.
Darn it. Think I'll go to bed now? Yep. That's 1 a.m. Fuck, that's right, because I started late because I was playing Sekiro. Well, thanks for coming out, Manly. Thanks for watching. I'll probably stop after this section once I get back to the SEA thing. See ya. 2 months since I left Revolver. They're all like that once they get adopted. We have a whole culture where we judge the adopted. And this guy's wiser beyond his years. Who's what dipshit kid is writing? Sure, she's got the mind for writing trashy horror novels. Like, how old is this kid? Oliver made it all the way back to the orphanage. The dude's all see me spiel. I will say this is 2 Resident Evil games in a row that tried to done the thing where child and horror.
Oh no, it's him.
He's inside there, so crouch and be quiet. I'm guessing if seen, it's instant game over. Yeah, there's the mayor's daughter, looking more or less as she did in Resident Evil 2. More pale, but, you know. He didn't actually start the taxidermy, he just said he was going to.
you going, Sherry?
This looks like
told
an
you to
actor
stay put.
or something. Someone like he looks familiar. The face of him.
You need to learn to listen.
Leave me alone. Just please.
Time to teach some manners.
Glass of wine.
You little bitch! You're gonna pay for this! You little shit!
Oh, nasty.
You hear? You are gonna be so fucking sorry!
Go away!
Yeah, or two.
Help! Somebody, please!
Is this where karmic
You
zombie
stupid
happens?
bitch! That's a dead end!
My eyes.
It's all over now! Doors locked! Where are you? Show yourself! I know you're in here! The longer it takes me to find you, the worse it's gonna be!
They're in the thing in the music. The horror sound.
Oh God.
Bitch has gotta be here somewhere. God damn it!
Have you considered that she went further in? How does this end? Do I need to like sneak up on him and grab the thing? I'm just doing this until time.
This is your last fucking chance! Show yourself! Now!
And that door is cracked open.
Oh, fuck! It burns!
You should have like tried treating that first, honestly. You kind of left that way too late to get water on that, mate. Even with like your insane crazy person rage. Well, not only is that going to scar you, you probably lost that eye, honestly.
Fuck is my key? I see you.
Yo.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. What? Won't open.
Nice try, Sherry.
I'll need to go back and get those cutters.
I'm coming for you, Sherry!
Dude, the fucking shining.
Get over here, you little bitch!
She's gonna spring up as a zombie, isn't she?
Is over.
No!
Now you're in trouble.
Let me go!
Or not. Daddy's here. Oh. You got embryo. Sherry's probably also gonna get embryoed at this point.
Good to see you again, Claire. We've got unfinished business.
What are you talking about?
Don't waste my fucking time! Bring me the pendant, or Sherry dies.
Pendant? What do you need it for?
Do you want the girl to die?
Fine. Where are you?
The orphanage.
The orphanage. Where is that?
In the neighborhood. You'll find it.
God damn, this game can be so
Sherry,
ew. Yeah.
For now,
Capcom were like the best in the business at
bastard.
like
You heard her.
gore and like goo and ichor. It's all like the slimy and the
Serious?
horror shit.
Damn it! Just you wait, asshole.
I didn't see it. I hear stomping. So that bodes well. Where do we get to? How do we get to the fucking... Do we hear it? No, it is. That's right. There's the fucking lift. I'm just gonna see over that bit. Actually, you know what? Considering it's like 1:30 now, I'm gonna call it there. 'Cause it's actually later than I thought. I realized I started late, but I didn't realize I started that late and went that late. So, yeah, I'll just end it there. Don't want to keep hammering here until 4 in the morning. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. You know, usual. 2-3 days I'll be back on. So Tuesday went. No, Monday, Tuesday. Something like that. I'm debating hammering out a more formal schedule because things are like settled down a bit, so I'll see about that and see if I can make it more consistent. Thanks for watching.